My name is Mrs. Peterson, and I will be teaching fourth grade math and science at Madison Elementary this year. This is my third year at Madison in fourth grade, and I am so excited to meet you all, and I just cannot wait for the amazing learning that we're going to have this year. I'm going to start with a video from my student teacher. Miss Kodalak is her name, and she will be with us all year. She is from Ohio State University, and she is an awesome person, and I'm just so excited to have her with us all year. So the first semester, she will be here on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then the second semester, she'll be here every day, and she'll be taking over, and I will be more of a support in the classroom while she is the teacher. So I'm going to do an introductory video that she sent.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Kodalak and I'm your student teacher for this year. I'm so excited to learn and grow with all of you this year, and I can't wait to meet all of you very soon. I'm going to be sending out a form for parents to sign so that I can have permission to record some students for educational purposes so that I can reflect on my teaching and do a few assignments for my licensure. So if you're interested in that, that'll be with you on your Chromebook pickup. Other than that, I'm so excited to get the year started and to meet all of you.
All right. So I want to go over, I made a little PowerPoint to go over with you guys with some of the important information that you need to know for the school year. So first thing it says, hello Madison fourth grade families. We are so excited to have you with us this year. This PowerPoint is going to be available on my Google Classroom all year for you to refer back to if you need it. So a little bit about me. Again, Mrs. Peterson. This is my 11th year teaching. I taught middle school for 8 years, and then I came over to Madison and started teaching elementary, fourth grade. This is a picture over here to your left of me, my husband, and my son, Vince, who is 3 years old. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I've lived in Columbus since 2012. I graduated from Ohio University, go Bobcats, in 2010. Some things I love hiking with my family, and we also go bike riding a lot at the numerous metro parks around Columbus. I love listening to music, traveling when I can, and I love to read, and I also love playing with my son. Important communication information. So here is my email, victoria.peterson@gocruisers.org. This is the school phone number here. Anytime you need to contact about anything that you have questions about, you can either do email or phone. I have email available on my cell phone, so that is an easy way for me to contact you and for you to contact me. Some communication tools we're going to use this year. The first one is the Remind app. This app is awesome because it sends out mass texts. So anytime that we have important information that needs to go out right away, we can send it that way. Another communication tool we're going to use this year is Class Dojo. Class Dojo is going to be used for an incentive at school for the kids, and it's also an easy way for us to message back and forth and send any pictures and live updates and things like that. Google Classroom is going to be used, and this is a way that parents can connect as well to see their students' assignments and any other information that they need. Google Classroom is going to be the main way for us to turn in assignments for the students and for them to find other information throughout the year. The last way that we'll use communication is a newsletter. We'll send a weekly schedule with kind of what they're going to be learning for the week, as well as a student spotlight and some other information in a newsletter to keep you guys up to date. Little reminder here, please make sure to keep your final forms updated with your contact information and anything else so that we have that information. Schedule. So if you click where it says daily schedule, this goes to my Google Classroom, and this will be available all year as well for the and students. So this schedule, let me go ahead and move myself. This schedule it's fluid. So basically, it's not set in stone, but it's what we're working with right now. So what we're hoping it will look like for the year. So, well, while we're virtual. First thing, getting ready. So try to be awake by 8:30. You have from 8:30 to 9 to wake up, get dressed, have your breakfast, and check in on your Google Classroom as well as Clever. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday all look pretty similar in your schedule. You'll see Wednesday is blocked off, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So starts with warm up slash morning meeting. This is a time between 8:45 and 9:05. You don't have to start at 8:45, but it is recommended that you're on a little bit early before math so that you are ready to go. But this is a gratitude journal writing time. It could be a time for you to work on an online program, just so you are already checked in and you're ready to go. Math starts around 9:10 each day for my homeroom. This will be a Google Meet, and I'll show you how to get to my Google Meet in a minute. But this is a time for us to work on our math fluency and to learn the new topic for the day. Around 9:40 each day is when students will work independently on their problem set. They can get off the Google Meet at this time and work independently, or they can stay on. I will be on either way. So if they have a question, they can hop back on and ask. And then about 10:05 each day, we will do small group. So this would be a time for me to meet with a group of students to go over the problem set, to go over something maybe on a test that we saw that we need a little bit more work on. And this is also a time for you to work on your online programs. So we'll be using Alex, which is an online math program, as well as Extra Math, which they seemed to like a lot last year to help with your math facts. About 10:40, we'll be moving into science for my homeroom. So students will report again on the Google Meet, and they, if they're not already on from earlier, it's the same exact code as the math one, and we'll be moving into our science, which is National Geographic this year. And that happens to 11:15. 11:15 to 12 is free time and lunch. So it could be a time that we do a lunch bunch with a group of kids. You could meet with another teacher during this time and eat lunch with them. Whatever ends up happening that day. After 12, you will go to language arts with Miss Wally. So Miss Wally is going to be your fourth grade language arts and social studies teacher. And from about 12 to 1, you'll be working on guided reading in small groups. You'll transition into social studies around 1 to 1:30. And then around 1:30, you'll move into specials. Specials will be from 1:30 to 2:10. From 1:30 to 1:45 will be the Google Meet with your specials teacher. And then you'll have independent work after that where your teacher is available if needed. After specials, you'll get back on with me for our mindset meeting. And this will be a time for us to go over social emotional learning skills, read alouds, any type of information like that. After our Google Meet with our mindset meeting, we'll move into writing. That's back with Miss Wally. So you will have to go back into her Google Meet. And then lastly, at the end of the day, will be silent reading time. And this will be independent. If you can read on an online program such as Tumble Books or Epic, or you could read an actual book if you have one at home. So that is our schedule. Again, it's available on Google Classroom already. When you go to join Google Classroom, you can look at it again. It will also be in your packet when you come to pick up your Chromebooks next week. Next thing is our attendance policy. So if a student's going to be absent, it's just like it would be if we were at school. So you need to make sure you call your child in and let the office know that they're going to be absent. Attendance has to be taken by 10 a.m. each day. So if a student hasn't joined the Google Meet by 10, we have to mark them absent. Also on Wednesdays, I forgot to go over Wednesdays on the, let me go back to that really quick. So Wednesdays are days where teachers have meetings. So this will be a day where the student is doing independent work. Okay, so it says catch up on online homework, on learning programs, or on any other assignments. This is a day where we have time to contact the parents as well, and any other things that we need to do during that time. Will be on Wednesdays. Let me go back to all right, newsletter. So we'll do a weekly newsletter. It'll talk about what's going on in the class for the next week. We'll talk about any homework that's due. It'll have notes from us, a student spotlight, and then any upcoming events. Virtual meeting expectations. So um, it's a little bit different this year compared to the spring. We do have a lot more expectations for students so that we get the most out of our learning. Some things that we want to make sure is happening is that your presentation looks nice. So make sure you're not in your pajamas. You have time, before 9 to get dressed and, put on clothing that's other than pajamas. Try to be in the camera view and try to keep your camera on your desk or on whatever spot you're using or space you're using for online learning. And then try not to really eat. You can have water and things like that, but try not to distract the class while we're learning. Make sure you're on time, so plan ahead. Log on a few minutes before the start of the meeting, and then try not to be late so that we don't cause distractions. The environment you're in is really important during this online learning. So make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Try to find a quiet place to work. If you have headphones, try and use headphones so that you can hear as much as you can during these Google Meets. And also make sure personal information that you don't want us to see is out of view. Respect. So mute yourself when someone is speaking. Raise your hand or type questions in the chat is the best way to communicate when I'm teaching. And we're going to have like classroom jobs where someone will have a job where they're the chat monitor. So that'll be really nice way for you to get your question answered while not disrupting the class. And then as always, try to be kind to everybody in the class. Be prepared. So make sure your Chromebook is charged every night so it's ready for the morning. Make sure you have your camera on if you can. And again, use headphones so you can hear everything that you need. Participation is going to be really important because we're virtual. So it's going to be really hard for me to know what you know if you're not participating in class. So make sure you're attentive. Make sure you're focused. Try to engage as much as you can during the lesson when it's appropriate. Ask questions that are appropriate and try not to just sit there and silently observe. Last thing, communication. Try to speak as clearly as you can. Speak loud so that we can hear you. Look up when you're speaking and think before you speak, and also stay on topic. Last thing on here is resources. So Clever, if you see right here at the top of my address bar right next to it is this blue C. If you click on that, it takes you to Clever. This is where you're going to find all the resources to get to certain websites that we use during school. So you'll have my page on here, and there's going to be a spot for you to in this bag that you're getting next week or this week, depending on when you watch this. It has a Clever page that shows you how to get into Clever. And then on here, there's all kinds of different resources for math and for science, and also links to get into our Google Classroom as well. Okay, so I am so excited to meet you guys again, and I really hope that you guys are having a great summer and that you're getting ready for the year, and I just cannot wait to meet you guys on September 8th. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful last couple of days of summer. Bye.